it going? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going live. I still feel like we're super far away.
Yeah, I hope you can hear us.
Everybody can hear you, Craig.
Yeah.
Hello,
There's no problem
everyone.
with that.
I'm glad
Good
you can
morning.
hear me.
Sorry we're late. This one was late this morning.
Yep. They told me to be here at 9:30. I was here at 9:30 on the dot.
Yeah,
So
we said
that's
we were
true.
going
We're going
live
live
at
at
9:30 though. Just saying for the record.
I did not hear that. I did not hear that. Well,
Uh-huh.
you are going to notice that there's someone else sitting.
In the multiple Facebook page. It's posted, it's fine.
I don't read Facebook posts. There's multiple people sitting here, and only one of them is Nicole. One of them is Craig, and then the other one is Jessica Kish.
Hello.
Thanks
Hello.
for joining us, Jessica.
Glad to be here.
Yep.
Nicole and I are not as exciting as we can be, so we got Jessica in here to have more excitement.
I know.
So, and today we've got a great video. We got the top 5. If I could talk, we have the top 5 reasons or secrets to Jessica's success. So start us off a little bit. How many years have you been a real estate agent? How many years have you been licensed?
I have been licensed, it'll be 3 years in January.
Wow, so 3 short years. Do you remember, I know she knows the answer to this already. Do you know your production for your first year?
Yes, it was 25 transactions, about 4.6 million.
Awesome.
That's
And then what
awesome
about
for
your
a first
second year?
Second year, I had 35 transactions and just under 7 million.
Awesome. This is like almost your third complete year in the business, right?
Correct.
So where is your production at right now?
I have 53 transactions on the year and 11.5 million.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Congratulations, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there's a lot of agents out there that are probably right around that same, 2 or 3 years in the business, something like that, and may not be experiencing that much success. So that's why we brought you on here to kind of tell us and tell them, what are your secrets? How do you do it?
Do you want them all, or do you want me to just give
Let's start with number 5. Let's go, Hanson. Let's talk over there a little bit.
Hey, you're talking for both of us, I think, right now. Like
It's
me
the
and
Nicole
Jessica.
and Craig show.
Which is
You
weird
better-
because I
you better
usually
start-
talk almost as much as Craig, so this is going to be a long video if we continue this path.
All right. Well, let's give him number 5, Jessica.
Training. One of the things that I utilize is all of the training that's available through Ganayar, through the office. There are so many resources out there that you can do for free. There are things that you can pay to do, but I mean, there's so much out there, so many classes, whether it's online or in the office itself. And take advantage of it. I mean, every day is not a busy day. You're not always out selling a house. So if you're not, utilize that time to learn something new and better yourself and grow.
I think that's goes to the point of when you're a new agent, you should be working probably 40 to 60 hours a week. And like when I was a new agent, that's what I did. I trained, researched CRMs, trained some more. Most brokerages have some sort of sales, like for a beginning associate, have some sort of sales training that you can take. Just learning, vocabulary and wording that we use and how to make clients feel comfortable and things like that. Training is a super big, important part, especially in your first few years.
Awesome. So basically, take advantage of the training that the company, that the board of realtors has for you, all that kind of great stuff.
They take field trips sometimes. You can get CE on a bus. I mean, there's just a lot of really...
CE on a
CE
bus?
on a bus.
Say it
Isn't
isn't
there
so.
one in Mexico?
There is one in Mexico.
Every
One of the-
January?
one of the title companies offers. So take advantage of it. Learn as much as you can because you never know when that knowledge is going to pop back up and you're going to need it in a transaction.
For sure.
Yeah, I continue. I still read books and stuff like that on sales and real estate and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You too?
I say I'm going to, and I don't. I have a new book that I need to read, and I haven't, so.
All right, moving on to
Good
number 4.
intentions.
Number 4, good intentions. No, number 4, get to know the other agents in your office. Why?
Because I think that everybody has something that you couldn't learn from, and whether it be their style, their charisma, their work ethic, whatever it is, you can get that from that person. And also, I feel like in this business, and a lot of people think it's such a competitive business, I think there's enough business for everyone, and I think that like learning from each other, getting to know each other, becoming friends with the people in your office, that's actually what makes you grow, and I think that sometimes there's a transaction that's maybe not even suited best for me that I can refer to somebody, or maybe somebody's a specialist in a certain area that you're not, and you can do business back and forth with them. So that to me, and also it's a tough business in that everyone's kind of a lot of people are remote agents. You're not necessarily part of what is people think of like the office setting, and it's nice to get to know people, and it makes you feel like you're part of a family. It makes you feel like you're part of something, and I think it grows your network, and you know, the closer you are with the people that you work with, I think just the better that you do.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think when I first started at Berkshire, I always sat like in what I called the bullpen, and so that's how I met a lot of the agents at our office, because people would come through all the time, and I wasn't afraid to ask questions, and so I think that's a lot.
Of questions.
I think that's a lot of the way that I got to know everybody at the office, and I learned a lot from that too. So I definitely agree with Jessica on that getting to know the other agents in your office is a huge plus.
Do you think it's easier to do a transaction with someone that you've worked with personally? Like maybe you give them the benefit of the doubt if you know them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think once you've gotten to know other agents, it's easier to call and ask a quick question about the listing, or you know, I feel like if you are good to other people, they're good back to you like that. You know,
I call that realtor karma. We talk about realtor karma all the time.
Yeah.
On my
Realtor
team.
karma. I like it. I like that.
What you
All
put
right.
out, you get back in.
Yep.
True. All right. This one, number 3, is very interesting. We scripted 99.9% of everything Jessica's going to say, except for this one. So who knows what's going to happen? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, know what you don't know. I got to do the hand signal thing.
Number 3.
Otherwise, I'm not doing my job. I won't
That's
get paid.
true.
You know what? I think that we think that people expect us to know everything in this business, and so you know, you get nervous. Somebody asks you a question that you don't know the answer to, and you either on the fly try to answer it, or you know, make something up or whatever. And I feel like if you don't know something, it's okay to not know that. It's okay to be honest with your client. It's okay to be honest with your coworkers that you don't. But get to know people that can give you those answers. You know, I mean, I pride myself in being really good to, you know, my partners, my inspectors, my lenders, my coworkers, my fellow agents, and I think that it's okay to have to ask questions, and you should ask the questions, and you should know what you don't know, because it makes you smarter. I believe it makes you appear smarter, and it also does, you know, help you become smarter and better in the business if you take the time to learn the answers instead of either avoiding the question or just making something up. So I've always, you know, my answer to it is, if somebody asks you a question, you know, it's the typical, you know, it's a really great question, and if you give me 30 minutes, I'm going to find out the answer to that question for you, because I want to have the right answer for you.
I think that goes back to like the big things that make clients want to work with agents is honesty and trust, right? Mm-hmm. So you saying that you don't know, but you're going to find the answer, it builds both of those qualities, which is why people want to work with you.
Excellent. And I think a lot of people have the opposite opinion, that if they act like or if they say that they don't know the question, like that they're not a good agent, or they don't know, you know what I mean? I feel like that's,
think so.
There's some questions that sometimes they'll ask me about a listing or something that I have no idea. I have to call that seller. I don't know.
Right.
You know, and sometimes I hear agents answer those questions where I know there's no way they could know that. You know, there's no way anyone could know that, you know. So anyway, so I think that's good. You know what you don't know, and it's okay. Jessica said it's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right, everybody. Just figure it out and call them back. All right, good. All right, and then number 2, think of yourself like a client. What's that mean?
You know, I think that we forget, because this is what we do every single day, just how important this moment is to our clients, whether they're selling their house or buying a new house. And to us, it becomes commonplace. You know, we're just, every day, we're showing houses, we're walking through, we look at 1,000 closets, we look at 1,000 kitchens, you know, we look at it as our job. For some of these people, whether it's first-time home buyers, downsizing, whether they're selling their house after something traumatic or wonderful or whatever it is, this is the biggest deal in their life. And I think that we have to stop sometimes and put ourselves back in that place, no matter how busy we are. And remember, this is huge for them. And I tell my clients that all the time, like, you know, you're showing them houses, and you're on like number 10, and they're apologizing to you for making you look at so many houses. And I just tell them, like, look, you're not buying a pair of shoes, you're buying a house. This is a huge thing, and you should take the time, and you should feel special, and you should, you know, spend however much time you need making this decision. So I just feel like if you put yourself back in the place of what you're doing for them, it humbles you a little bit and reminds you how important it is to treat them that way. And, I want them to feel like they're my only client. I want them to feel like if they need me or they want something, I'm there to answer it, that they can trust me. Like you said, the trust is huge. And that's one of the coolest compliments I get, and I've gotten on a lot of feedback, is people they're saying, I had no idea that you had other clients because you made me feel from the beginning to the end that I was the only one you were working with. So that's how I would want to feel in this situation, so I stop and put myself back into it sometimes.
And I'd say that's probably one, if not one of the best traits that Jessica has. She is very good at relationship building with clients. People that she hasn't seen in 20 years just act like they're her best friend, and she's never, like, that relationship never went anywhere, you know what I mean? So she's very good at making people feel comfortable with all that.
Awesome. Are we ready for the number one
Number
reason?
one already? I've
The
been waiting
number
all
one.
week for this. Now it's over? Come on, Craig.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
where's
right.
your tiara?
I
I
know.
was thinking he'd come in with a tiara.
George Clooney wasn't in the green room. I was a little disappointed, but I guess if we're on number one,
You have a green room?
Yeah, it's downstairs. Second floor.
Oh,
there was
all right.
wine
I
and,
got
oh
you.
wait,
I got
sorry,
you.
what?
I got you. All right. The number one thing is, go ahead, Jessica. You do this one.
You need to bet on yourself. And I will give 100% credit of that phrase to my friend Craig here, because he's been telling me that as long as he's known me. When I got into this business, I stopped everything I was doing and I put 100% into it. And it is a hard thing to do, and I understand it's a commission-based thing and it's scary, and you have bills and you have a family and you have everything else, but if you put it all in and you bet on yourself, you're going to be successful. And if you wake up every morning and say, today's a new day and I'm going to be successful today, and I'm going to do, as I've heard, I'm going to be the best Jessica I can be today, I think that you are every time. And you just have to not be afraid and put it all out there, and talk to everybody you know about what you do. Be proud of what you do. If you're standing in a grocery store in a checkout lane and somebody's looking at a home magazine, say, hey, are you looking for a new house? I mean, you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you are the best agent out there, and the more you believe in yourself and the more you bet on yourself, the more successful you're going to be. And I truly believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jessica. It's definitely, you're going to get out what you put into it. So the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. And that's what I always try to tell my agents. Like, if you decide you only want to work 20 hours a week or whatever, and you don't want to do the things you need to do, you're not going to get much out of it.
No.
But if you go all in and do the best that you can, it's the best you can do, and you're going to reap the rewards.
Excellent. I think we hit another show out of the park. What do you think? I think that's it.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
don't know if
coming,
I'm supposed
Jessica.
to be the one to say that, but thanks for watching.
We've got
Like
a few
and
rules on
share
this show.
it. Like
Yeah.
and share it.
Please.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Thanks. See you next week.
How do I turn this thing off?
Oh, nobody needs to see that.